Hey there, fun food fans. It's Karen Ricks, head chef of our kitchen classroom, and I am super excited to be bringing you one of our new favorite dishes from our new kitchen classroom here in Ohrid, North Macedonia. So for the entire first week and a half or so that we landed here in this beautiful lakeside resort town, we have been just drenching ourselves in the sun, in the gorgeous sparkle of that beautiful sunshine off of the crystal clear Lake Ohrid. And we've especially been drinking in the last of the beautiful, rich, and juicy summer produce. So it actually kind of did come as a surprise to me, maybe not to my dear sweet husband, that at least once, if not twice a day for probably a week and a half, I have been indulging in this Shopska Salad, which is an absolute classic here. It's been on every menu everywhere. In fact, I remembered it so fondly from our time passing through here last summer as we were returning to Albania from Greece. And so, having had a whole bunch of Shopska salads in a variety of different cafes and restaurants already around the lake, I am super excited to be able to show you how you can bring this beautiful, just refreshing salad together in your kitchen classroom, wherever you are in the world. It only has a couple of simple ingredients and it comes together so easily. Let me show you how it's done. Come on down and take a look. Alrighty, here. So the Shopska salad, as I mentioned, already makes use of some of the freshest summer produce. So what I have here is some cucumber, and I have just diced this up and sprinkled it with a little bit of salt, and I will explain why in just a moment. And over here I have some tomato, and I've done the same. Want the pieces to be approximately a similar size. All I'm going to do with the tomato here is take out the core right here along the top and remove that hard little piece where the stem attaches it to the tomato plant, because we don't want to eat that part. And then after quartering this, I'm just going to cut it up into maybe about 3 even pieces here. This is a relatively small tomato. And I'll do the same with the other half. Just cutting it lengthwise down the middle, and then cutting each of these quarters into thirds to toss in our salad. Now, once I have chopped up these pieces, and you can chop them up however you'd like to eat them, I just wanted pieces that were roughly the similar size to my cucumber, because we're going to layer these things together. What I've done here, I prepared the cucumber and the tomato just a little bit in advance so that I could sprinkle it with just a touch of salt to help draw out a little bit of the moisture, but also a little bit extra of that just bright, beautiful summer flavor. And so all I want to do is toss the tomato together so it gets fully coated with the salt, just like those other pieces. And if you let this sit, even just for 5 minutes in your refrigerator, it doesn't need to be covered or anything, what that's going to do is help draw out a little bit of the extra water, which does nothing but concentrate that beautiful summery flavor. So all I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you here in the side of my olive dish here, I'm just going to strain out some of that extra liquid. That's it. Now the tomatoes are likely to give off a lot more liquid than your cucumbers, but I'm going to do the same with the cucumber as well. Again, these were just tossed with a little bit of salt. And yeah, there's a little bit of liquid in the bottom. We can pour that off also. Okay. There we go. And just add that to the mixture. All right, and if you were making cocktails, that might be something that you want to add to. For our purposes tonight, I think we're just going to pour that out. All right, so the Shopska salad assembles very, very quickly and very, very easily. And what I have seen is that it comes together really layered. So I'm going to start with this layer of cucumber on the bottom, and I'm going to pile the tomato on top. Okay, and just kind of spread that out evenly so the tomato covers the cucumber. And then the crucial ingredient, and this was what got me so super excited about this salad when I first saw it at a lakeside hotel last summer, is the cheese. Now, I'm still getting to know and learn and read the Macedonian language, but what I love about the way that we explore is that it becomes easier and easier to start to notice key things in packaging. For example, this tells me there's 100% mleko there, which means this is 100% milk. It's made from this cheese. And if I weren't sure, I've got these wonderful little cow and sheep silhouettes here. So I know that this is a mix of cow's and sheep's milk cheeses. And there are so many amazing cheeses that I'm excited to explore during the time that we're here. But what's amazing to me is not the beautiful salty brininess of this feta-like kind of cheese, but it's the way that it comes together on this salad. This was a technique that I hadn't seen before this particular salad. We actually are going to grate this cheese, just a standard grater. But what was amazing to me is just how much this alters the texture of the cheese. So I started off with some really fine bits on the bottom, and then just pressing along on my little grater here, you can see as it rains down cheese. This was what caught my attention when I saw this at the hotel. It was at a restaurant that was just near our hotel on the lake last summer, because this salad came to a nearby table and it was piled high with cheese. You know how when waiters come along and they ask if you want a grating of fresh Parmesan on your pasta in a restaurant, and you always tell them, oh, okay, that's enough, after it looks like they're starting to get a little tired, but really what you want is something that's just piled high with cheese. That's the way this salad is presented. Everything is layered together, and then the cheese was just an enormous pile. It looked to me, in fact, like the cheese was piled just as high as the salads. There were equal parts of salad ingredients and cheese on the top. It's just amazing. But what's even more amazing to me is that the simple grating of this cheese on top of the salad, and you let it sit just maybe 2 or 3 minutes while you're bringing together the rest of your meal, is that the salty brininess of the cheese softens ever so slightly, so that when you take a bite, it's like cream cheese. It softens and it melts in your mouth, and the way that it just coats the tomatoes over top of the cucumber. Oh, okay. Now there's one final thing that you do need to see here. I have seen a couple of variations on this salad that had little bits of finely diced raw onion or a few little bits of grated carrot sprinkled around, which was nice for color, a little extra texture or bite in the salad. But really what I wanted most was just a tiny little bit of salt. And the way this salad is typically presented, just like that, with a briny, salty olive right on top. And you can see we've got quite a few more here. We'll serve these at the table with dinner, side by side with the salad. So if we want a little extra briny pop to it, we can do that. But this is our Shopska salad. Wasn't that simple? Didn't that come together so easy? And isn't it just beautiful? I cannot wait for you to put together your own Shopska salad and have a little taste of summer winding down here in North Macedonia, just like we are here in our kitchen classroom. This is an exciting beginning to a brand new chapter of our global culinary adventures, and I can't wait to taste and explore and share more with you here on our YouTube channel and over in our Play With Your Food community. You'll find the link down below in the notes to this video. Leave us a comment and let us know. Have you enjoyed a Shopska salad or something similar to it before? We would love to hear about it. And we're going to continue the discussion over in our Play with Your Food community. So join us over there. We will see you again soon, and take care.